Welcome back, Church Squad, to another review video. Today we're going to be talking about Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I went into this game with zero expectations, and I'm pleasantly surprised with what I got. So let's get right into it. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a role-playing video game developed by a French studio named Sandfall Interactive and published by Kepler Interactive. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a turn-based role-playing game with real-time elements. The player controls a party of expeditioners exploring a fantasy world inspired by France. As the player navigates an overworld and various areas, they can engage in enemies to begin a turn-based combat encounter. This game follows the volunteers of Expedition 33 who are set out to destroy the Paintress, a being that causes the yearly gommage and erasing those above an ever-decreasing age. Played from a third-person perspective, the player controls a party of characters, exploring areas and engaging in combat. Coupled with its turn-based mechanics are real-time aspects such as quick-time events and timing actions in combat. Each character has unique skills, weapons, and gameplay mechanics which make this game feel different from a typical turn-based RPG. Okay, how about the story? Clair Obscur Expedition 33 takes place in a dark fantasy golden age setting. Every year for the past 67 years, the people of the isolated island of Lumiere have suffered an event called the Gommage, where a goddess known as the Paintress paints an ever-decreasing number, and all the humans with an age above that number disappear. Every year after the Gommage, Lumiere sends an expedition of volunteers to head into the mainland in an effort to slay the Paintress before she can paint a new number. Members of Expedition 33 include Gustave, a resourceful engineer who only has a year left to live, Maëlle, the youngest member of the expedition and Gustave's foster sister, Lune, a brilliant scholar and mage, and Shael, a calm and cheerful warrior. As the expedition traverses the mainlands, they'll encounter various individuals including Renoir, an old man driven by ruthless determination, Verso, a mysterious stranger who keeps watch of the expedition, Monaco, a gestural who lives in the mainland, and Esque, a local mythical creature also living in the mainland. Together, they face a world where memory, identity, and time itself are under constant threat of one painted stroke per year. Now, let's get into the combat. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 might just be one of the most visually striking RPGs we've seen in years, but it's the combat that truly sets it apart. At its heart, Expedition 33 features a turn-based combat system, but don't expect your typical menu mashing. Each encounter plays out like a timeline system, where the positioning of characters, their abilities, and the timing determine the flow of battle. Expedition 33 introduces active defense and input-based attacks. When it's your turn, you're not just picking a spell, you're timing a perfect button press or aiming a crosshair manually. During enemy turns, you're not just a passive observer either. You can dodge, block, or parry incoming attacks if your reflexes are sharp enough, turning what could be into a lethal hit against your party into a stylish counter. In keeping with its surreal, painterly style, many abilities in Clair Obscur are tied to themes of art, color, and expression. Expect to see brushstroke attacks, ink-like auras, and enemies literally dissolving into pigment. This visual language isn't just for show. It ties into the world's lore and gives combat a sense of dreamlike chaos that's unlike anything else. Your squad, known as the Expeditioneers, each bring unique skills to the table with some powerful buffs, others with elemental affinities or combo chains. Synergizing their abilities is key to survival, especially against bosses that shift forms or change attack patterns mid-fight. You'll need brains and timing to win these fights. I won't lie, I struggled with some of these bosses, but finally beat them felt so rewarding afterwards. In a genre that's often content to stick with tradition, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is painting its own path literally. Its combat is fast, creative, hands-on, mixing strategy with action in a world that feels like a living canvas. Speaking of canvas, let's get into the breathtaking world of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. There are fantasy worlds, and then there's the world of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's a place where beauty and dread exist side by side, where every cliffside vista, shattered ruin, and whispering street tells a story. From haunted coastlines bathed in beauty to forests twisted by forgotten memories, each region you visit is distinct and yet unified by the game's stunning visual identity. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 isn't just beautiful, it's breathtaking. More than once I caught myself standing still, just soaking it all in. This isn't just a game, it's an experience everyone deserves to feel at least once. Now, onto the negatives, and my negatives are so minute that it's hard to even bring anything up, but here they are. My first small gripe would be a lack of a minimap in the main areas. While I understand what the developers were trying to do here, they wanted you to explore this beautiful world, and with a minimap that might have prevented that. It doesn't mean I didn't get lost a few times trying to navigate stuff. This is a very small negative and truly didn't affect my progress at all. My last gripe with this game would be the enemies not having an actual turn. Sometimes the bosses would just go and go and go, even though they'd only have 1 to 2 turns on the boards. I think Shaq explains it best to Chuck here.
Supposed to be 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, back to 1. Dumbass.
Again, very small gripes, not too much negatives for this. So my final score for this game would be 10 out of 10. This is Game of the Year, hands down, and one of the best new IPs I've played in years. If you love turn-based games but crave something fresh, keep your eyes on this one. Expedition 33 isn't just another RPG, it's a work of art. It's literally video game perfection. Do yourself a favor and play this one. Well, squad, that's my thoughts on Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Tell me your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Take care.